What's up, family? Man, I bless each and every one of you. Man, may God continue to bless you. May God continue to guide you, keep you, comfort you, aid you in your growth and development, as well as the healing stages of your life. Family, man, this is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? We got to grow up. You know, there's so much talk about, man, are you the prize? You know, and I hear so many women saying that they're the prize, they're the prize, they're the prize. And you start asking these women, why are they the prize? They can't tell you why they're the prize. You know, they just think that, man, because they're a woman, that automatically makes them the prize in a relationship. This is going to be deep. This is going to be deep, and it's going to be triggering and offensive to the ignorant. You know what I mean? And to each their own. Get in where you fit in. You know what I mean? Man, but we got to grow up emotionally. We have to grow up intellectually. We have to grow up spiritually. I've struggled with thinking that I was the prize. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. And what I'm saying is, life has a way of making you feel like you ain't shit. You know what I mean? And I grew up feeling like I wasn't shit. And what happens in life so often for so many of us who, man, we grew up as ugly kids or whatever the case may be, but you become a lot more handsome, a lot more beautiful, a lot more attractive. The older you get, the more you develop and all this other stuff. But what happens in life for those of us that grew up in toxic households, man, you were put down and, man, you were just made to feel like you wasn't shit. You know what I mean? And so you grew up with that innately inside of you that, man, I'm not shit, and man, I'm not beautiful, I'm not attractive, and I'm not this, and I'm not shaped like this, and da-da-da-da. I'm not this tall, I'm not this full-breasted, and I don't have the hips, and I don't have the butt, and we get all twisted up in what we think is beautiful. Because society and the world has made us feel like, man, this image that they put out is the only thing that's attractive. This image that they put out is the only thing that guys look at. This image that they put out is the only thing that women look at when it comes to guys. And so we grow up thinking that, man, I'm not good enough. And because we had crushes in school, and these guys didn't like us, or these women didn't like us, that made us feel like, man, I'm the ugly duckling, man, I'm not da-da-da-da-da. And again, that makes us feel a certain type of way about ourselves. For those of us that grew up attractive, or we grew up and we looked good as young kids, and now, now all the girls wanted me, all the guys wanted me, and da-da-da-da. And so that made you feel some kind of way about yourself. Like, oh, you all that? That makes you the prize, because all these guys want you. All these guys want to hit this. All these girls trying to get with you because you're popular and you got money or you got a car or whatever the case may be. These girls want you. And so that makes you attractive to them. And so you grew up thinking, man, I'm the shit. I got all these hoes chasing after me, and I ain't got to do shit, and da-da-da-da. And all these hoes trying to buy me shit and take me places, and da-da-da. And so that makes you feel like you all that. That makes you feel like, man, okay, I'm cool. I'm good. I ain't got to do shit. I got all these women after me. We're going somewhere. I promise you. Stay with me. And so what happens in life as we get a little older, especially with social media is sorry as fuck. And it's a cancer on a society in the aspect that, man, it has so many people so fucked up emotionally. It has so many people so twisted spiritually, thinking that they're the motherfucking prize just because they're a fucking woman and they got a kitty cat. This is gonna be rough, I promise you. Just because you a woman, that does not qualify you to be the motherfucking prize. Just because you got a kitty cat, because you know how to suck some fucking dick, because you got some breasts, don't make you the motherfucking prize. I promise you, we're going somewhere. And if it makes you a prize in your eyes, the question you gotta ask is, who am I a prize to? One of the things that I struggle with is that I was always a giver. I was always doing the most for the women I was with, always trying to spoil them and pamper them and, man, just do the most. buy them anything, everything, take them on trips and just doing all this shit, right? Why? Because I wanted them to feel good about themselves, but at the same time, truth be told, I needed that validation that, man, I'm a good guy. I needed that validation. I wanted to spoil them, and I wanted them to think that, damn, Elijah's the man. Look at how he takes care. He's nurturing, he's loving, he's giving, he's compassionate, he's attentive to my needs. I could just sit there and just talk to him and da-da-da-da-da. And he's funny and crazy and blah. We could hang out, we could drink, we could party, we do whatever the fuck we want to do. And he's just cool to be with. The sex, and so I'm always, that was my thing. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. But what God had to show me was, Elijah, a lot of that comes from your low self-esteem. Elijah, you doing all this shit, and yeah, you're good-hearted. You're good-natured. But if the truth be told, Elijah, you also got some insecurities. The truth be told, Elijah, you're also looking for validation. But what makes you the prize? And I didn't feel like I was the prize. Stay with me. But what God had to show me was, Elijah, to so many women, that's what they're looking for. So many mature women, they're looking for a guy that has his own shit, a guy that has his own fucking income, a guy that's stable, a guy that's mature, a guy that's intelligent, a guy that values himself in the aspect that he'll take care of his body, a guy that's family oriented, a guy that's not out there fucking hoeing around, a guy that has a stable job, a guy that's, man, spiritual, a guy that's talking about growth and development, a guy that is willing to spoil them and pamper them and nurture them and da-da-da. You're the motherfucking prize to so many fucking women. That's what they're looking for. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. But what I had to learn was everybody ain't looking for that. And so to the women that you hook up with, and they say they want all that shit, and then when you get with them and you're giving them all that shit, that don't make you the prize in their eyes. Because the truth is, that's not what they really want. That's what they thought they wanted. But that's not what they really want. And I had to learn this the hard way with my younger kid's mom. We got together, and she had a daughter at the time. I had my 2 kids that I was raising. And when we got together, we combined our households, and she moved in with me. And she talked about the young lady's father, her daughter's father, and how he was abusive and cheated on her and just gave her all kind of STDs. And he's just doing the most, you know what I mean? And it's like, damn, okay, this motherfucker's sorry. You know what I mean? I'm not that motherfucking dude. You know what I mean? You ain't never got to worry about shit like that with me. You know what I mean? You ain't never got to worry about me being out in the motherfucking streets. You ain't got to ever worry about me being out there fucking hoeing around or cheating on you. You ain't never got to worry about me putting my hands on you or woo-doo-doo. You know what I mean? Stay with me. I'm going somewhere, I promise you. And so we're in a relationship and we have a couple kids and, man, we're doing our thing, and that's not what she wanted. She never had to worry about me cheating on her. She never had to worry about me, worry about the kids. She knew the kids were straight. As long as the kids were with me, she knew the kids were great. I was a better parent than she was when it came to the structure. I was a better parent when it came to, discipline. I was a better parent when it came to just spending quality time with the kids, even though I had a job just like she did. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. I wasn't going to disrespect her or bring any shame on the house or any of that other stupid shit, right? But that's not what she wanted. She wanted her old boyfriend to be me. It was great that I had those characteristics. It was great that I had those qualities. But she was still emotionally tied and attached to her baby daddy. And although she saw those characteristics and qualities in me, she didn't value me as the motherfucking prize because she still longed for those qualities, those characteristics in her baby daddy and her ex. And so when she left the relationship, she went right back to him. And she tried to mold him the way that I was. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. I promise you. You could be all that, but you're not all that to the person you're with. You could be the most loving, compassionate, nurturing, giving person on the motherfucking planet. But if the person you're with don't see you as the motherfucking prize, then you're not the motherfucking prize to them. It don't motherfucking matter what you bring to the fucking table. It don't matter how great you look. It's a whole lot of women and dudes that look good and they get cheated on every fucking day. There's a whole lot of motherfuckers that got money and deep pockets that are in relationships and they get cheated on. So it doesn't matter what you bring to the table. If you're not the fucking prize to them, you're not the fucking prize. And what you bring and your value is not what they make it out to be. So, let's go back to these young women. Let's sit here and think that they're the fucking prize. Ain't got no fucking jobs, no money coming in. They look good. Sex may be alright. Sex may be all that. But in their mind, they're the prize because of how they look. In their mind, they're the prize because of their sexual characteristics or what they could do sexually for you. There are billions of women on this motherfucking planet. But these women think they're the prize because they look a certain way. Or because their sexual prowess is a certain way. There's all these dudes on the planet, and you got a lot of these dudes think that they're the motherfucking prize because they got money. Because of the value of their portfolio. Or because of the title of their job. Because they make 6 figures, because they make 7 figures, or 10 figures, or whatever the case may be, they're the motherfucking prize. Not knowing that you got motherfuckers that are famous as hell, deep fucking pockets, who get cheated on. Who's not valued for what they brought to the table. I read something the other day. Tom Brady, who was the quarterback for the Patriots, wealthy and famous beyond, you know what I mean? And to so many women, he was like the heartthrob, you know what I mean? Man, he was sexy and all this other shit, right? But his wife was cheating on him. He's got all these Super Bowl, he got all these accolades, the GOAT, the greatest, and da-da-da, best quarterback ever, and best NFL player ever, all this other shit that people thrown at his way. All these commercials, just money just falling, just dripping off of him. And his wife was still cheating on him. Even though he looked the way he did, even though so many women all over the world were in love with him, were just infatuated with him, even though so many women would just worship him and idolize him, his woman was cheating on him. Because he wasn't the prize to her. It didn't matter what he had to offer. He was not the fucking prize for her. So the question is, not only what makes you the prize, but who does that make you the prize for? Everybody don't want the same thing. And one of the things that I've had to grow up and understand and learn the hard way was that You have all these great characteristics. You could be this loving person, this compassionate person, this nurturing and giving person. You can be this attentive person. You can be this disciplined and structured person. You could be this person who's willing to spoil and pamper and just do the most for the people you're with. But that doesn't make you the prize to them. So, what I've had to learn was that I'm going to be me. And as chosen ones, this is what we got to figure out. We got to be us. We got to walk our path. Everybody's not going to accept it. Everybody's not going to love us and embrace us for who we really are. There are going to be people that see you and they're like, oh my God, he's so fucking fine. And look at his body and da-da-da-da. And man, he got his shit together. And I love how he thinks. I love how he articulates himself and da-da-da-da. And man, what I could do with that. And man, I would love to be right there with him. I love to be by his side. I love to be his fucking queen and da-da-da-da-da. And then they get with you. And their demons start surfacing. You're no longer that prize to them. You're no longer that valuable thing that they saw, that they were attracted to, that they were in awe of. Because you're challenging them without even challenging them to grow the fuck up emotionally. You're challenging them to, man, deal with their fucking issues and to dive deeper. And they're not quite ready to do that yet. And so now they paint you as this fucking monster. Now they want to paint you as this fucking narcissist. Now they want to paint you as this ungodly fucking being. Because your presence is challenging them to grow the fuck up. Your presence is challenging them to deal with their fucking shit. And you have to be able to understand that regardless of how they act, regardless of what they do, you're still the motherfucking prize. What they do, how they see you, how they treat you, has absolutely nothing to do with whether or not you're the motherfucking prize. You're the motherfucking prize because you have been willing to put in the motherfucking work. You're the motherfucking prize because you have been willing to face your fucking demons, face your fucking fears, face your fucking insecurities, and to grow through the shit you've gone through. That makes you the motherfucking prize because you're fucking humble and you're fucking compassionate and giving and loving and nurturing, and you're fucking at a place to where you're grown and you're balanced spiritually and emotionally. That makes you the motherfucking prize. But who does that make you the fucking prize to? Because it doesn't make you the fucking prize to everybody. Because some people are just interested in material shit, and you're not about the stupid material shit. You're balanced. And so to them, the superficial, you're not going to be the fucking prize. It don't matter how many fucking followers you have. It don't matter how much work you put in to grow and to heal your fucking self. It don't matter how many lives all over the fucking world you touch. You're not the motherfucking prize to those superficial motherfuckers. You're not the motherfucking prize to those motherfuckers that don't want to grow the fuck up. You ain't the prize. They're going to see you as the fucking problem. And it is what it is. To dudes that ain't got shit, To dudes that ain't got a pot to piss in, somebody on fucking welfare who ain't about shit, somebody that got kids that ain't doing shit but laying up with different dudes and having babies, ain't trying to grow the fuck up emotionally, ain't trying to grow up spiritually, ain't trying to really accomplish shit financially or career-wise, but she got her own place to stay and got food coming in. To a dude that ain't got shit, she's the motherfucking prize. To a dude that ain't about shit, she's a motherfucking catch. Why? Because she got more than what he has. And so that makes her a fucking prize to somebody that ain't got shit. You gotta catch this. To a dude, good money coming in, takes care of his body, but he's superficial, he's narcissistic, arrogant as fuck, dressed apart, has a nice ride, looks like he's $1 million. To a woman that ain't got shit. To a woman that's on fucking welfare. To a woman that's been treated like shit. This dude, as narcissistic as he is, as selfish as he is, as self-absorbed as he is, because he looks good, he talks good, he dressed good, he got a nice ride, he got good money coming in, he's the motherfucking prize to her. He's a motherfucking prize to women that ain't got shit. He's a motherfucking prize to women that don't look like shit, that don't take care of themselves. And it doesn't matter that he's not working on himself. It doesn't matter that he's not working on his spirituality. It doesn't matter that he's not working on balancing and dealing with his fucking emotions and growing the fuck up emotionally and dealing with his fucking pain and his trauma and his fears and insecurities. That woman ain't looking for him to do all that. She's just looking for the finances. She's just looking for the fucking stability. And because he provides stability, even if he's fucking abusive, if he provides stability, it's better than what she got. If he provides stability in a place where she can lay her fucking head and watch Netflix and Hulu and Disney and all this other bullshit, it's better than what the fuck she got. And so that motherfucker, regardless of how much he cheats on her, that motherfucker, regardless of how much he slaps the shit out of her, regardless of how much he just talks down to her and how he makes her feel, he's the motherfucking catch to her. He's the fucking prize to her. So we have got to grow the fuck up and start understanding when we start talking about the motherfucking price, what the fuck are we talking about? Time out, hold up, wait a minute. What are we really talking about? Do you live with your mama and you just trying to get out your mama's house because she's about to kick your ass out the fucking house because you 35 fucking years old and she's sick and tired of you been there? So you looking for the first woman you can hook up with that got her own fucking place, got her own fucking vehicle, that's paying her own fucking way. So you go crash at her fucking place and look for her to be your fucking mama. So now she's your fucking prize. What the fuck are we talking about when we talk about the prize? When we say somebody's a fucking prize, what the fuck are we really saying? And are they only a prize to us because of our emotional immaturity? Man, we got to grow the fuck up. I believe that whoever you hook up with, or before you even hook up with somebody, you have to start seeing yourself as the motherfucking prize. Not because of what you're doing financially, not because of what you got physically, not because you look good, Not because you dress good. You got to start seeing yourself as the motherfucking prize because you're putting in the motherfucking work to grow the fuck up emotionally and spiritually. There's a whole lot of rich fucking deviants out there. There's a whole lot of motherfuckers that got deep fucking pockets, look good, talk good, ride good, live good, but emotionally and spiritually, they're fucking deviants. So the material shit ain't nothing. The material shit ain't got shit to do with whether you're the motherfucking prize, a real prize. The material shit ain't got shit to do with whether or not you're really a chosen one. The material shit ain't really got shit to do with whether or not you're really a child of God. Ain't got shit to do with whether you're really a prize from God. What makes you a prize in the eyes of God? What makes you a prize in the eyes of Source, Universe, the Most High, is your ability to do the motherfucking work. And not just your ability, but the actions of doing the motherfucking work. The hard work, the unseen work of dealing with your fucking shit. Of dealing with your emotional baggage and trauma and all the other shit. That's what makes you a motherfucking prize. The fact that you could go through all that shit and be fucking humble and be fucking loving and nurturing and giving and compassionate and patient and attentive and da-da. That's what makes you the motherfucking prize in the sight of God. There's been so many times that people are given a gift and that gift turns out to be a fucking curse. It looked good, but it was violent as fuck. It looked good, but it was abusive as fuck. It looked good, but it was toxic as hell. So we got to grow up. And we got to really start defining what makes us the motherfucking prize. And it ain't got shit to do with your material shit. It ain't got shit to do with how beautiful you are. It ain't got shit to do with how great you can cook. It ain't got shit to do with how great your sex is. It is what it is. We've got to grow the fuck up, family. And it's hard. And that's why the great majority of us won't do it and don't do it. Man, hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, or to even challenge your way of thinking. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for rocking out with me. Happy healing. Peace.